in this video. And here it is. Oh, that's proper stiff. Oh, Lord have done us. That's the, oh yeah, that's bright. I finally got one. The Parkside impact wrench with battery. Or a nutcracker, or a nut gun, or a ugga-dugga. Let's unbox it, give it a bash. That was from the Middle Island Lidl. And as we know, there's a bit of a Parkside drought at the minute due to all the toys and Christmas paraphernalia. Don't get me wrong, I love Christmas. I just want more Parkside tools. While I was in there, I went into the bargain bin as usual, and I found a tool, half open, but cheaper, but was missing the instructions, but I think we'll be all right. That's also a tool I've been debating buying, and I think it'd be good for most workshops and sheds. We'll do the giveaway results, and we'll do another giveaway. So if you're new here, subscribe. I've got loads more videos like this, and loads more to come, and it's free. So, fellow sheddies and tool lovers, let's stop the waffle and get on with it. Hello, sheddies, and you join me again in my shed. And here it is. Parkside 20 volt cordless impact wrench starter set. So we get the battery, the 4 amp hour one. Do we get a charger? Yes, we get a charger. It's $49.99, so 50 quid. Now, thinking about it, these 4 amp hour ones are normally, the batteries are normally 25 quid each. Chargers, I think they're about 7. So there's 32 quid. So the bare unit, if you like, in a nice box, is £18, if you want to look at it like that, because I know a lot of us have already got batteries and chargers. I got this about a week or so ago, but I noticed today they're still in store. Well, they are in mine in Nottingham anyway. And as I say, I've been debating getting one for a while, but I bit the bullet, bought one. 20 volt battery, 4 amp hour, torque levels, 100, 200, 300, and maximum 400 newton meters. And that's quite a lot. But are we ever going to use that? Normally on car wheels, what are they about? 200 newton meters max. No load rotation speed, 0 to 2,300 RPM. The impact rate, 0 to 3,000 beats per minute. Bashes per minute. I'm going to test this. I have got a decent torque gauge somewhere, or torque wrench. Don't laugh, the only one I found was this one. I've had this for years. As it bends, this little gauge here shows you what it is. In fact, in foot-pounds there, if you can see it, it goes up to 150 foot-pounds, which is, I think that's about 205 newton meters. So we'll tighten up a bolt at 150 and see how good it is. Because let's be honest, we're not going to use these in a professional garage, more home use. So removing the odd wheel and tyre, anything else we want to sort of make with bigger nuts. And I think I've got some nut screws somewhere, so we'll try them out in some wood. But anyway, 3-year warranty, comes with some sockets, 4 of, in the nice box. Torch as well. There's the code if you want it, PASSK 20-LIC4. Powerful impact wrench with high torque, maximum 400 newton meters for attaching vehicle wheels. Powerful 20 volt 2 amp hour battery. Sure, it said 4 amp hour. Oh Lord, I've done as well. I've done this before. Not checked the box before I brought it home. It's got a dent in it. Well, I'm not taking it back now to heat that up, if I can be bothered. Cell balancing, longer run time, increased battery lifespan. Waffle, waffle, waffle. Oh, 5 torque levels. Torque level memory function. Square drive 1/2 inch, as we'd expect. Forward and reverse. Adjustable rotation speed and impact rate via the trigger, so variable. Soft start with non-slip soft grip. Rubber. 2.4 amp charger with automatic charging switch off. Practical belt clip with bottle opener function in a practical storage case. There's a load of spec if you want it. Right, let's have a look. Cable clip on top. These nice clips, I do like these clips, prefer them to the other boxes. Fairly solid, except for that. In fact, the store I went to, this was the last one, so I'll let myself off. But I did go to another store and there was still some in stock. Handle on top. Raised Parkside. Over center catchers. Easily undo. And here it is. The instructions. So here's the sockets. 17mm, 19mm, 21mm, 23mm. Here's the beast. Oh yeah, some weight in that. Let's give you a comparison to impact driver. There we go. The size difference. Plenty of rubber. Look everywhere. At the back, on top, here, for droppages and nice grippages. Substantial amount more than the impact driver. Well, it's in the same areas, but it's thicker, look. There's the belt clip with the bottle opener. Always like the red buttons so you can see where everything is. Forward and reverse button, both sides. Variable trigger. We'll try that. Casting at the front there. 1/2 inch drive. Oh, got stuck. Better. Oh, that's proper stiff. Proper stiff. Yeah, it's on there. Bit of trouble getting it off. Screwdriver will help. Ah, the same on all of them. Yeah, they're proper on there. When they're on there, they are... Oh, that one's come off a bit easier. Right, charger. Speaks for itself. I've got one of these. Is it the same? I've got a double one. Have I got a single one? Why not? I've got a single one. No, I never bought one. Well, so that's the single one. I'm sure they're normally £6 on their own, or £7. Might be more because it does the 4 amp hour. Anyway, 4 amp hour battery. How much charge got in it? Full. Rub around the battery. Love to see it. Stick him on there. Click. And... oh, yeah. Sparky, but it's not brushless. All my other drills from Parkside that aren't brushless are like that anyway. Doesn't sound too noisy, but we ain't got the ugga-dugga bit going yet. Move the box out of the way. Yeah, fairly weighty in the hands. But you see, look, drop that. That's going to be fine. Feels good. Right, I'm going to have to set some sort of rig up. Some nuts and bolts. One thing I forgot to show you is the readout here. At the minute, it's in clockwise. And it automatically comes up in 100 Newton meters. You can see that on there. I'm going to press that button there. And then we can go to 400, 300, 200, 150, and back to 100. Now, if we put it in anti-clockwise, or reverse, and press the trigger to 400, because we're undoing something, and set it at what you need it at. There's the torch. What do I do next? Right, I'll set a rig up. There, and it's not enough to take up the shank. What else have I got? Spanner. Bit of a contraption, but it'll work. Let's put that nut in the vise. Probably been easier to do this on my car to show you on my car wheel. Oh, that's the 23mm one. 23 maximum, and these are 24. Right, I've got another 24mm socket. I'm hoping it's strong enough to do what I want to do. The old style torque wrench. Do it to 150 foot-pounds, which is about 200 Newton meters. Oh, yeah. You see it flexing. Oh, we can see the pin. Get it up to... yeah, about there. So I put that socket on the ugga-dugga. Set it anti-clockwise, it's at 400 Newton meters. Right, let's give it a bash. Go soft start. Let's trigger a little bit. You see better there. Oh yeah, straight out. Right, let's go back in. As usual, this is the most accurate test. Click it over to clockwise. And let's set this 200. That's 200. Go to 300. Oh yeah. 400. And then release. Nice. I haven't damaged my spanner. Big chunk of wood, or 2 pieces glued together, and a screw bolt, or like a coach bolt, carriage bolt. 13mm socket. These come off a lot easier. But I think I've knackered the inside of it. Right, let's get that going. 100 Newton meters. Yeah, it's not going in. I've got off centre a little bit, never mind. Right, let's go up to 200. It's going. Right, let's go straight up to 400. There we go. Off to Oz. Yeah, I'm a bit off centre. I'm trying to do it in the camera. Lovely. Yeah, it's certainly not wise to use standard sockets because look, it's burred the edges. These are the ones I should be using. And these are more wheel sizes. These nuts and bolts are a lot bigger than are normally on cars. But of course you can buy more of these anyway. So I'm happy with that. 50 quid, can't go wrong really. Of course it's another battery to the collection. And as I say, there's still some in store. Next, right then, I got this, a radio controlled weather station. I think this is brilliant. Seen them advertised before in Lidl, Eurial. And I was umming and ahhing about it. Well, this one was the last one on the shelf in the bargain bin, reduced from £12.99 to £10.39. So worth a go. But I had a look inside, no instructions. And I'm hoping there's nothing else missing. We'll soon find out. Weather forecast via simple symbols, indoor-outdoor temperatures, indoor and outdoor humidity, outdoor sensor with a 100-metre range, barometric air pressure valves for the last 12 hours, sunrise, sunset times, moon phase, automatic time settings including summer, winter time, practical brief lighting, saves on the battery, date display and 2 alarms with snooze, calendar display with choice of 7 languages, with temperature and frost alerts, adjustable time zone, easy to understand. Simply name the different sensors on the base station. Up to 3 sensors can be connected. I'm hoping there wasn't more supposed to be in this, because it looks like there's, 1. The wall mounted or freestanding includes 1 outdoor sensor, there we go, long life alkaline battery, AA, and 2 AAAs. No instructions, of course. Weather station only suitable for indoor use, so the main panel. Splash-proof outdoor sensor suitable for indoor and outdoor use, IPX4. Weather forecast based on air pressure monitoring. I hope the batteries are in it, because they're non-loose. Right, let's have a look. Right, can't resist. Off. So that's what's on the back. Set, up and down, alerts, room, history, that channel. Reset button there, a little hanger to hang it on the wall, and I think this is a stand. There we are. Nice. Now, it's got no instructions, but I hardly read the instructions anyway. I know I should. Snooze and light button at the top. And that's the sensor, which we can stick outdoors somewhere. More film. Off. No batteries. I've missed out. So me £3 saving, or near enough. Yeah, batteries are cheap. Yeah, no batteries. Right, batteries. Where are I have got some better batteries than Kodak in the house, but these will do for now. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's for different sensors. And then we've got 2 other buttons there. Right, let's stick them back on. Oh, well. Ooh. What's it telling us there? 11 degrees centigrade, 52%. Is that humidity? Double A's. God, how much packaging do they need on these? 2 in there. Oop, someone's beeping. Here we are, look at that for a display. All sorts going on there, isn't they? That's the, oh yeah, that's bright. So we have to set the time. All sorts going on in there, isn't they? It's all down to this. So that's sending a signal. Is it sending a signal to this? Let's warm it up. So it's doing something there, sending a signal. What's the bath mean? Oh, here we go. It's working. 13, yeah, you can see on there, 13.4 and 13.4, 52%. What else we got on here? So that's the room temperature. That must be from this. I'll put my hand around it. Yeah, that's why it's warmed up. So they should be exactly the same, but I'll put my hand around it. I'll put that one outside somewhere, pressing the up and down button. Max, minimum. Set, won't bother with that. Alert, room. That must change. Oh, there we go. So yeah, bathroom, click through them and you can put one in each room and it'll tell you what it is in each room. Kids room 2, yard, that's what I'll set it out, I think. And then one spare. So if I set that for yard, here we are. Then we're going to set the time and whatnot. Who needs instructions? There's quite a bit on there. Not bad for the price. If they come out again, might be worth grabbing one. Let me know if you've got one of these already, or if you're tempted to get one, or any tools you've been looking at, or any tools you've got, all your experiences, whatever. Stick them in the comments below. And also, I see these in the bargain bins. Like when the range is gone and it's just like Christmas stuff in there. I wonder where they all go to. Are they clearing them out somewhere? If anyone works for Lidl, let me know if there's anywhere I can buy a load from. All their bargain bin stuff that's gone back somewhere, or do they save them until the next season? I don't know. Good. Right then, next. Giveaway time. I've got another one of these Ferrex screw remover sets. No expense spared, but it's free. If the screw head's gone and you want to get a screw out, then these will dig in because they're an opposite thread and it digs in as you're going anti-clockwise. If that makes sense. 5 pieces, 5 different sizes in a nice box. And of course, sticker, tool lover, Put I'm in below in the comments, plus any other comments you like after it, or just I'm in on its own. I'll pick the winner at random in another video. I'll never announce it in the comments. And be subscribed. Right, let's do the results from the last giveaway. So as usual, I put my last video into a random comment picker on the internet, and this is for the 2 Parkside keyrings, and the winner is Nathan Hunt 5173. Well done. Send me an email. It's in the description below. I'm hoping that Lidl start bringing out tools again soon, but there's plenty of other places we can go to. More videos to come. Give me a thumbs up, really helps the channel. And as I say, if you're new here, want to subscribe in, it's free. I'm not an expert, these are just things I get up to in my shed at the weekend. Link on the screen now to one with the tool reviews, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, take care, and remember, keep calm and head to the shed. Cheers!
See you next time on Weekend Shedhead.